What up, guys? As promised, I am back with my Blair boss build, and I am really happy with how many people I got to check out my last build video. I got, I think, almost 2,000 the last time I checked in just like a day. So I hope you guys enjoy this build as much as I did making it for you. So first things first, let's get right into the modules. Backdraft is the most important module on this list. It's what's giving you your weak point damage increase and your firearm attack increase. So as you can see here, it gives you a flat 10%, and then per stack, which is a max of 5, you get another 5% each, so that's 25. And with this build, you should have that up quite easily at 100% of the fight. It takes very little time to keep up all 5 stacks, and I'll show you an example of that later. So with that, let's get into the rest of the build. Skill cooldown, not super important for this build, but the extra HP is nice. Shot focus, very important for this build. You want that extra 15% fire attack, and since Blair isn't really a bosser to start with, the skill power isn't, you're not going to be using skill power to hurt the boss like at all with this build, so you don't need it. So just the firearm attack is great. You're going to want the big 3, you're going to want your perfect, you're going to want your antibody, and you're going to want your maximize resist. And with the Holy Trinity, you're going to, as you'll see in the example video I show you after this, you're going to see me taking direct hits from Swamp Walker, point blank in the face for sustained periods of time while I'm fighting him solo, and my health bar is barely moving. And that allows you to pretty much do whatever you want with very infrequent health cube grabs. So, great. And there's no point in increasing your skill power because you're not using it this battle. So staying alive, great. Skill duration, very important for this build. I'll show you why later. Battle of stamina, more skill duration, but also very importantly hit points. Maximize duration, the best of both worlds here. We get skill duration, and the penalty is skill power we're not using, so fantastic mod. This is kind of a free slot. You can put whatever you want in here. It really doesn't matter. You could put in, yeah, I mean, you could put in something that helps you. Are there any weak point ones over here? I don't even remember. I think there's one somewhere you could probably stick in, but it's not super important. Maybe there's no, yeah, I think they're only on guns for the weak point mods, with the exception of the 2 that debuff. So you could stick the debuff one on there to debuff the boss. It don't matter. Just pick whatever you feel like running. It's a free slot. And then of course HP. I highly recommend the long distance maneuvering for your whatever that slot's called, your sub slot. It just makes getting the grapples on the bosses a lot easier, because a lot of them are so tall. It's just really hard to grapple them with the normal grappling hook. So this really helps with that. And with that, let's go into the guns. Now, my gun, I'll admit, isn't optimal for this. I built this to be a general gun, so it doesn't have Colossus or weak point damage like my Afterglow does. But definitely feel free to throw that on there. And but the nice thing about Greg is on some bosses that have the really low weak points, like the ones that have the weak spots behind their kneecaps, the bomblets or the mortars that come down, whatever you want to call them, they will hurt and destroy those parts. So Greg is quite effective against those particular void bosses. Another gun that I recommend that I have been farming, I've just had horrible luck, is the Enduring Legacy. Absolutely fantastic weapon for Blair, and I really want one, but like I said, I've been struggling to get it. So with that, let's move on. Here's how the build works. Just a very simple demonstration. As the boss is coming down, 2, and then you're gonna throw bomb. You're gonna wait for the little counter in the bottom right that says 5 right now. You're gonna wait for that to get to 5. As soon as it gets to 5, you're gonna soak up your little bombs. As soon as all those little fireballs hit you, it's gonna go up to 5. And that means you got your full stacks. And then you can just go absolutely crazy. Now, you're going to notice how slow that the cooldown is going, and that's because of all the duration increases we have on. It's over 40 seconds with this build. I think it's 40.3 seconds. Once it hits about 3/4 done, you're just going to go drop, drop. And as soon as that little fireball gets back to you, all 5 stacks are full again. And you can just go straight back. And that's the build. So I got a sample video here of me taking out Swamp Walker. It's a 5-minute little extension here. If you just want to see how effective it is. Otherwise, that's the end of the build video. If you'd like to see more videos, especially Blair videos and other non-meta characters, then feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.